Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this vid by G Grimy. It's titled "The Freakiest Celebrities Ever." Oh, somebody sent me this, some freaky viewer, I guess. But sure, we're gonna see who's freaky and why. I'm a little nervous, but let's watch.
Is it just me, or does it seem like the average person nowadays is hornier than a rhinoceros family reunion? It seems like you can't even have a decent conversation with people without some type of sexual dialogue being brought up. And the same thing goes on with these celebrities, bro. They're all just a bunch of freaks with a lot of money. I don't know if people are drinking Viagra-laced water or something, but it's getting out of control. So today, we'll be discussing some of the most lustful and concupiscent celebrities.
LA! His shirt.
As well as some of the most egregious tendencies and dispositions. Comment down below the freakiest celebrity that you've ever seen, and like and subscribe if you're new. First, we gotta talk about Shannon Sharpe. Now, this big buff-ass Mr. Robinson is really just an old-ass hornball. This nigga's the sole inspiration behind the making of this video. I know more about Shannon Sharpe's freaky...
Oh, when I saw that headline, then I wasn't reacting frequently when this came out, so I didn't get a chance to get around to it. But I saw the headline about how he retired that OnlyFans girl. She went on OnlyFans and was like, I am officially retired after she got that money out of him. What a cornball.
Fiascos than the average person should. And all of it has come against my will. First of all, this roided up Negro accidentally went live on Instagram and broadcasted the audio of him and Michelle. How do we know her name? Because this nigga was all up in the mic sounding like fucking Wild Mud, bro.
I don't need to ever hear that again in my life. I
refuse. Nigga was on one of those CPAP machines. He needs to hit the Gatorade training facility urgently to get that stamina up. Michelle had that nigga sound like Batman. I am the night. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying can't get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown-ass man. But don't pull the gimmick out of your ass trying to cover it up. I've heard of butt downing before, but going live on Instagram takes more steps than it does to walk up a flight of stairs. I just can't fathom how you can accidentally go live on Instagram. But the other reason why I believe that this nigga did this shit on purpose is because literally that same night, he was on Nightcap with Ocho Cinco and promoted some janky-ass Viagra variant on the stream. Coincidence? I think not. Now, some people are speculating that he did this in order to beat the zesty allegation that people are putting on him, and perhaps that's also a possibility. But the most recent story that set the world on fire is Shannon Sharpe being sued for $50 million over grape allegations. Now, at the end of the day, these are just allegations.
Did she get $50 million?
These are just allegations. So if you try and sue me, all your ass gonna get is about a couple dollars and a handful of worthless karma. Now, this big, swole, back-ass 50-something-year-old man was out here taking down girls who should be freshmen in college. His kids are really older than her, bro. This shit is sick. This nigga Shannon is really about to risk his career for a girl who looks like she could be one of our founding fathers, bro. Could've sworn I seen her ass on the $100 bill or something. This nigga Shannon has been mesmerized by this motherfucker's a dairy demon. Now, I've always been someone who's been dubious when it comes to age gap relationships, because it more so depends on the age the two adults are, rather than the number of years in between. For example, a 29-year-old trying to engage with a 19-year-old is much different than a 55-year-old engaging with a 45-year-old, even though there's a 10-year difference between both couples, if that makes sense. But the fact that the age gap between Shannon Sharpe and this Gabby girl is bigger than the gap between Michael Strahan's teeth is quite alarming. What could you and this girl possibly have in common? And as if that wasn't bad enough, the text messages and audio clips that were released really made my skin crawl. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me. I mean, that's a little odd, but hey, everybody has their kinks, I guess. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to. What the fuck is baby gravy? Who
this visual.
If I'm texting a girl, she says anything about baby gravy, she's getting blocked and I post her number on the dark web. I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you? Okay, bro, this is getting out of hand.
Wait, the OnlyFans girl said that? And where's the correlation? I don't understand what putting your tongue in his booty hole gotta do with a marriage. She's trying to slip that in. She was trying to get a bag one way or the other.
Put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you? Okay, bro, this is getting out of hand. You telling me Shay was out here getting his salad tossed like an Olive Garden customer? That's my daddy? Fuck, I want you to put a big black baby in me? Okay, now we're on some Kim Kardashian shit. That race play shit is so fucking...
Why is the baby big, though? Even to say black baby is already weird and just fucked up enough, but why is it a big black baby?
Weird. But Gabe, you shouldn't kink shame. It's his business. My nigga,
race play
is your rocks off by someone calling you a porch monkey, then you deserve 15,984 lashes. And why does the baby have to be big? Like, I understand the black part, but why is the baby big? But I digress.
I just said that. What did I just say? Y'all, I'm telling y'all. This is like the third time that my powers have activated since... I have been recording today, and that tells me that I needed to be back home because all the time I was in Europe, my powers didn't activate at all.
This fake ass Barney with some bop in it needs to settle his old ass down with somebody and call it a life. Most people are going to remember Shannon Sharpe for being one of the greatest tight ends in the history of football, but now he's going to be remembered as the horny old LeBron Glazer. Now we got to talk about Kevin Gates. This nigga is incurably horny. Definitely on the hornball Mount Rushmore. I mean, this nigga literally confessed to piping his cousin for a duration of 2 years on the internet for millions to hear. And then doubled down on it by saying, I ain't about to stop, the damage has already been done. You wanna run that by me again? What do you mean I ain't about to stop? This nigga, even after becoming aware that the person who he was putting through the mattress was his own flesh and blood, still didn't stop his erotic escapades.
This is a sick Negro.
Not to mention the onslaught of salacious lyrics that this motherfucker be spewing. Every time I hear one of his lyrics, I feel like I need to go tell a trusted adult about what I just heard. It's like this nigga's in permanent heat for the rest of his life. And I know y'all remember those harrowing performances that he was putting on in front of thousands of people.
Why is this so angry though? Like, this goes past just being rough or showing aggression. This seems angry and it's scary. This isn't sexy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Somebody needs to put this man down. I will say this though: there should never be any claims or accusations that Kevin Gates has a ghostwriter or something. Because I can tell you right now, this shit came straight from the heart. I have absolutely zero doubt that he wrote these lyrics. He's like a real life hormone monster, bro. And you gotta be one diddy-licious nigga to take photos like this. You don't even get me started on this man's interviews.
If it's humid, I wanna just get that coconut oil, that dry, the virgin coconut oil, like the liquid kind, the 100%, and put it in a spray.
You know what you're talking about, because the virgin is solid.
And I want to go outside in my backyard, and I want to put some latex gloves on, you heard me? And I want a big booty bitch to just bend over outside, and I want to spray that hole with that bottle while I punch that dick in her from the back.
Mr. Electric, send this nigga to the penis explosion chamber and have his penis explode immediately!
Now we gotta talk about Zion Williamson. Now, Zion, big kingpin, Bill's ass came into the NBA as the most hyped prospect since LeBron.
People who are sexual deviants, like 99.9% of the time, they had something sexually traumatic happen to them. And I wish them well. I think they need to go sit on somebody's couch and unpack that and try to work through that trauma instead of, doing all this nasty shit for us to witness.
James. And don't get me wrong, all of it was warranted because he was making grown men look like they were part of a pee-wee basketball league, bro. And he's literally been the same size since high school. Like, imagine failing your algebra test in the 8th period, then 5 hours later getting your shit sent to the 3rd row. But anywhoosies, Zion Williamson is one of the biggest freaks of nature I've ever seen with my eyeballs. Emphasis on the freak part, because this nigga was taking down broads built like Dr. Robotnik. Mariah Mills is out here walking around built like inflammation and flatulence, and Zion was knocking her ass down like some bowling pins. And then she went on one of the most historical runs in Twitter history. She was tweeting every 5 minutes, making some of the most preposterous claims I've ever seen. Just look at some of the things she was saying. As a matter of fact, I think Twitter had to suspend her from the most preposterous claims I've ever seen.
I remember you fucked up spinning off all those times. It's over for you. I own you. You'll be able to sleep sleepless nights. It's over for you. And nightmares.
Some of the things she was saying. As a matter of fact, I think Twitter had to suspend her ass because she was off her rocker. And then even his current baby mama used to be one of those freaky cam girl type women or something. And as I'm recording this video, Zion Williamson is being accused of rape, kidnapping, and abuse. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here trying to confirm or deny any of these rumors or allegations. But what I will say is there needs to be a law innovated in which people who falsely accuse other people of such reprehensible crimes should face jail time. Because we've seen many cases in which a woman will accuse a man of forcing themselves on her, and now their whole life is ruined. Hell, there's been times where a woman has got rejected by a man, so she accuses him of rape. All I'm saying is I believe people commit those sick crimes should be buried under the jail. So the people who make those false claims can chill on the inside too. As a matter of fact, we might need to lock this nigga up for how he spits game anyway.
Hi, handsome.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi. Why are you so handsome?
Why are you so beautiful?
I'm not. Oh my god. Stop.
This is so lazy.
I almost hung up. You stop saying that. You're beautiful.
Boy, hell no. I know he's out here trying to cuff women with these Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse ass lines, bro. But he's not the only NBA player who's thinking with the wrong head, because Anthony Sen the Video Edwards deserves a mention as well. I actually think he's worse than Zion because he's out here producing more babies than a toy factory. This nigga just be laying one rip in every woman he meets. I think he has like 3 different kids with 3 different women. And keep in mind, he's only 23 going on 24. By the time he's 30, his family gonna be looking like planktons, bro. And to make matters worse, he doesn't even want to be a part of his own daughter's life. In my humble opinion, some of the most lame shit you can do is bring life into this world and just toss that little nigga to the side like an empty soda can or something. But Anthony Edwards is just running around tapping more women than a game of Flappy Bird. Now we gotta talk about Sexy Red, who quite literally might be the most explicit individual on this entire list. She's just a walking cesspool of depravity and immorality. So much so that she released a lip gloss line with the most odious names I've ever perceived. Just look at these names, bro. Yellow discharge, sex on my period, gonorrhea. I wouldn't even trust putting anything named gonorrhea anywhere in my body, let alone my lips. Like, y'all gonna be sick as hell when y'all wake up the next morning and get your lips look like Kevin's off of SpongeBob. Like, I get that her whole gimmick is to be as vulgar as possible, but this is OD. Only in this current era could someone like Sexy Red be as big as she is. If she was trying to pull this gimmick in the Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Lil' Kim era, her ass would have gotten banished to Skull Island, bro. And then you got her sidekick Sakuna. Oh wait, I meant Succubus. I meant Sukiyana.
Oh my god!
If I'm being honest. Almost like another cupcake variant, if you will. Except her freak.
This man is assaulting my eyeballs at every turn.
They should have had her locked up because she was out here throwing it back on a fucking rugrat. How does the thought of twerking on a child even conjure in your brain?
Police! Police! Police!
She's just an all-around abominable individual. The next person I want to talk about is NLE Choppa. Now, I was someone who was very fond of NLE Choppa's music. I can't even sit here and act like I wasn't hitting all them crazy-ass seizure Mr. Crocker dances in high school. That nigga was putting out more hits than a mob boss. Like, y'all remember when everybody named Mama was remixing that Spot 'em Got 'em nigga song? He had the hardest one by far. But I don't know who got a hold of my mans or whatever, because
that's
on
fire.
Up like a Diddy disciple.
Not NLE. Not NLE Choppa's version, because I don't think I heard it. Maybe I did, but I forgot about it. I'm talking about the original was fire. No, my favorite was the one with Lil Baby. Not Lil Baby, The Baby. That one's fire.
Just seen a video the other day of him in the first battle of Hall of Fame thought Sophie Rain. What happened to my goat, man? What possible music opted to because Sophie Rain be retaining, bro? This is a damn disgrace. My nigga went from busting caps to busting nuts. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. He's doing 20v1s and shit now. It's getting ugly, bro. Then he was on Biden Ross's stream choking out porn stars like he was Homer Simpson or something. It's like he's on a freaky world tour with no plan to falter. And now I'm seeing videos listening to shaking his head and dissing the devil. We genuinely might be watching an identity crisis in real time. He went from like this southern drill, walk him down, shoot him up, bang bang phase to his gazer, third eye open, BBL herb concoction phase, then transition to this gooned out freakazoid hornball phase, and then now I guess he's like a monk or something, I don't know. Every couple years this nigga changes phases like the damn moon. I'm sure he's gonna have the emo phase next talking about, Mom, get the fuck in my room, it's not a phase. Now we gotta talk about Shaq. I don't know why it seems like the older these geriatric motherfuckers get, the freakier they get as well. Shaq's always been a weirdo to me though. He's just got generational PR that covers it all up. Like when he was on Angel Reese's podcast,
Shaq is walking around the locker room naked as nothing, real slow and tight. And he pulls a mouthpiece out of his ass and puts it in a locker. He told us, y'all better not say shit either. He takes Lou's toothbrush, goes to take a shit, and he stirs it in his shit. We went into this shit. This is getting out of hand. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. Somebody confirm if this is legit or not, because ain't no way.
Always been a weirdo to me though. He's just got generational PR that covers it all up. Like when he was on Angel Reese's podcast and he was talking about the WNBA lowering the rim so they can dunk or whatever. Cool beans. That somehow pivoted into him fantasizing about Angel Reese in some quote real ass shorts dunking the ball. Now for some context, Angel Reese was on Wild and out wearing some, maybe some revealing shorts, maybe on the revealing side if you will. But now Shaq is doubling down and trying to put this image into everybody's head.
You just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in them same little shorts you had on at the Wild and Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, girls? You tripping.
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
God.
Them same little shorts you had on.
Okay, all right.
I wouldn't buy that shirt, but I know my boy Christian and Alex will buy that shirt. Because listen, you're not beautiful or good looking. You are gorgeous. There's a lot of gorgeous women in.
Now keep in mind, this is about someone who Shaq has said is like a daughter to him. And I'm not trying to act like I'm Professor X and can read minds or anything, but from my discernment, it seems like she was uncomfortable. But that's not wrong because this jolly black giant was out here fucking on fun-sized women. And they got the nerve trying to conceal his face. Nigga, we caught you.
You can't fuck that lamb, dog.
This gonna be like trying to plug an iPhone 4 charger into an iPhone 5. And I understand that like 95% of women will look smart.
No, I heard, I'm not gonna I said it before, I gotta repeat myself. If you know, I'm
That's a Shaq, but come on, bro. That's like.
And this is what I heard. Obviously, I don't know, but anyway.
On a pipe Smurfette or something. I also want to quickly mention the cuck final boss, Adam 22. This nigga's just a sick weirdo who'll do anything it takes for money and attention, including letting his wife get her guts rearranged by another man. My stomach actively turns every time I see this fake ass Jack Smith. And I'm sure some of you are wondering where this baby oil bastard and this pissy pervert are on this list, but them motherfuckers would need their own video. Like they are literal criminals. And I feel as if including them in this video would be doing the other scandalous entities in this video a disservice. But I think it's gonna wrap everything up for this video.
Shout out to G Grimy. This was a funny video. He was funny. But these images just assaulted my eyeballs left and right. I just can't. Especially that quote. Did Shaq really say that about the shit in the toilet with the toothbrush? I really hope that's fake. Please tell me that's fake. But yes, all these people are incredibly freaky, like disturbingly freaky though. Not like, oh, haha, they kind of freaky. it's disturbing. Like, go see a therapist, freaky. That's what this is giving. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.